You are listening to Stories from Väruld. In this episode, journal entry about Bayn Alashjar in Deris.
As I disembarked from the boat at Fort Gaham, the air was thick with the scent of salt and seaweed, a constant reminder of the ocean's proximity. The journey to Lakur began with a trek through the village of Bayn Alashjar, nestled deep within the vibrant tropics of Deris. Here the foliage is a relentless cascade of green, from the towering palms swaying rhythmically in the warm breeze to the dense undergrowth teeming with life. It is a place where the air hums with the symphony of insects and birds, their calls and clicks blending into an incessant yet orderly, soothing background noise. Bayn Alashjar is a tapestry of colors. The villagers' homes are a patchwork of brightly painted wooden facades, their hues ranging from the deepest blues and purples to the most vivid reds and yellows. These colors are a stark contrast to the verdant canopy above, creating a picturesque scene that's almost surreal in its beauty. The structures are simple, raised on stilts to protect against the periodic floods that sweep through the area during the wet season. The walls are adorned with intricate carvings and decorations, telling tales of their ancestors and the spirits they honor. The village itself is alive with activity. Children, their laughter a high-pitched melody, chase each other through the streets, their feet kicking up dust that settles on the legs of wandering chickens and goats. The adults, with skin browned by the sun and eyes that gleam with the wisdom of countless generations, go about their daily tasks with rhythmic efficiency. Some villagers weave baskets and textiles, their fingers moving with the precision and speed of practiced artisans. Others, strong and silent, haul fishing nets and repair boats, their muscles rippling under strain, their faces set in expressions of quiet determination. As I wandered through Bayn Alashjar, I was drawn by a unique, haunting melody that floated through the air, unlike anything I had ever heard before. Following the sound, I found myself in a clearing where a group of villagers had gathered. At the center was a man playing an instrument they called the Kutla. The Kutla is a delicate, stringed instrument, its body carved from the heartwood of the ancient trees that surround the village. The strings are made from the sinew of local animals, giving the instrument a rich, resonant tone that echoes the very essence of the forest itself. The musician's fingers danced across the strings with a mesmerizing grace to watch. Each note was a drop of pure emotion, weaving a story that transcended language. The music was a living entity, ebbing and flowing like the tides, sometimes gentle and soothing, other times powerful and intense. The villagers listened in rapt silence, their faces reflecting the same deep connection to the music that I felt stirring within me. The aroma of the village was a heady mix of spices and tropical fruits, carried on the warm breeze that rustled the leaves overhead. The air was perfumed with the scent of blooming flowers, their sweet fragrance mingling with the earthy smell of the damp soil and the occasional whiff of smoke from cooking fires. The taste of the air was a sensory overload, each breath a reminder of the richness of life in this tropical haven. As night fell, the village transformed. The darkness was not an enemy here, but an ally, wrapping the village in a blanket of tranquility. Lanterns, their light soft and golden, were lit, casting dancing shadows on the walls and illuminating the faces of the villagers with a warm glow. The sounds of the night were a lullaby, the chirping of crickets and the distant call of nocturnal birds blending into a soothing soundtrack that eased the mind and spirit. My journey through Bayn Alashjar has immersed me into a world where nature and humanity coexist in perfect harmony. The village, with its vibrant colors, intoxicating aromas, and the hauntingly beautiful music of the Kutla, is a place that will linger in my memory long after I have left its tropical embrace.
Thank you for listening to Stories from Väruld. In the next episode, the type of sword log spannere from Gullhuva.